Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode of Minecraft. It is episode 60 tree. 60 tree, man. Could I believe it? No. Oh man. So, what am I going to talk about? I mean, yeah. No idea. I totally missed one thing I felt like I was going to talk about last time. Yeah, the book I was reading. Well, yeah, I was reading 2 books ago. I'm tearing through literature right now. Yeah, and I don't know. The book I'm reading currently, is somewhat of a surprise. I don't know. I think I might just, yeah. I'm like way too like early into it. I'll probably talk about it more like next episode, but yeah. One thing I want to talk about, I read a book, a novel in verse, like 2 books ago, called The Black Flamingo, and it was really interesting. I think it is one of the favorite books I've read this year, which, came out in 2020. It isn't it? Yeah, I really haven't been reading many books that came out like 2021, 22, or like obviously this year. I don't know. I see a lot of them, like I generally know, yeah. You follow like authors on Twitter and like, the general writing Twitter community, and like you see all these like upcoming books coming out and authors talking about books they have in store and like even like deals, because yeah, if you didn't know, it takes like, when there's like a publisher's marketplace thing, where they announce books that are going to be published in book deals by authors. Yeah, there's usually snippets of publishers marketplace, and then from like it's like 2 years at least from like an announcement of an acquisition by like an editing, but no, by like a publisher, an imprint. It's a couple years from that announcement to publication. So yeah, I have general ideas of like what books are gonna be coming out in the next like few years. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I'm not too versed in that, but yeah. The Black Flamingo. What is this book about? It is a novel in verse about this boy slash man in the UK who is half black and half Jamaican and half Greek Cypriot, which means like from Cyprus in Greece. And it's just a novel in verse that's basically just, yeah, like in the beginning, it's in like sections, and like there's a section, recounting, this character growing up in like the UK and like go all the way from like elementary school to middle school to high school. And like, yeah, it ends like right when, it ends when the main character's in college or university, and yeah, so it's basically, yeah, the format is a novel in verse, which means it's like the Poet X, basically. It tells like a story, true verse, true poetry, but it's like somewhat like not also, because there are sections where there are text messages, Yeah, I mean, yeah, a lot of current freaking stories have to have that. I feel like it feels like if it's contemporary, it's almost obligatory if it's taking place in the present day. So there are some moments where there's like text messages, and there's also some moments where it's like the novel, the verse like in question is like dialogue and like speech, But I feel like I would assume like stylistically the author like intentionally like made the speech more kind of, being able to be read as in like poetically, like the dialogue, like, it's specific, like, I don't know, I'm not too versed on poetry. Like, it's different from the Poet X in terms of like the form of the words, because I don't know, if you open up a copy of the Poet X, right, there are some poems where like the words are in general kind of like blocks, like stanzas, but there are also like poems where it's like the words are like all across the page and like, and it doesn't follow a singular rule over the areas the words occupy on the page. But yeah, the Black Flamingo isn't as diverse with that, I guess. So what did I think of it? I really enjoyed it. Just the main, yeah, I guess if I were to boil down like the main kind of like overall theming of it, it's about, yeah, it's generally about like, oh my god, I don't know. It's every time I say this, it's just because I'm not that confident, you know. And like, am I saying it wrong? Am I saying these things wrong? It's basically about being confident in yourself in terms of like your identity and in terms of like your gender identity, and more specifically your expression of gender identity, basically, right? But it's not, yeah, it's not like Felix Ever After. It's not like, you know, it's not a book where the character is trans or even like non-binary, but like, you know, early on, right, there's a section where the main character is like, you know, like 4 or 5 years old, or like 5 to like 8 years old, and like he asks for a Barbie for Christmas, right? And it's like, obviously that's not a general kind of thing, a boy kind of present, you know, but he wants a Barbie anyway, right? And yeah, basically the main character is gay, but you know, yeah, by the very end of it, you know, the whole title comes into full play, right? I think like early on he thinks of it, yeah, of like the phrase, the black flamingo is said, right? And then like by the end of it, yeah, I guess I don't want to spoil too much of it. There's stuff regarding like expression of like someone's gender, basically. Like the end of it, I guess if I were basically to sum it up in like a theme, is that, you know, is to generally like, you know, be confident in like your expression of like who you are, you know. Basically it's like you don't have to like owe it to anyone that like to express like your gender a certain way, basically. Yeah, like, yeah, I don't know. Like if you're a man, right? It's like you can be a man and like freaking girly things, basically. You can be a man and do things that are not traditionally seen as manly, basically, right? You can bend your freaking gender, you know, and like still be confident in it. Like, you know, there's a section later on where he's like in like a club and like he's introducing himself, and he, you know, I guess I have to say that like there's like a section of it that involves drag, right? If you know what that is, I don't need to explain that, right? Okay. And then he's like I'm a man, and like I'm a man, but I also want to do this, right? And it doesn't make you any like less of a man to do that. Yeah, basically. I really enjoyed that whole thing, and I think if you read that book, you would kind of have an interesting newer perspective on that whole thing. So yeah, I highly recommend it. There you go. Yeah, I don't know. You can really tell that I do not have a script for these, right? Anyways, yeah. Did I say that? It's a 5-star read, pretty much. Oh yeah, at the end of it, I had a tweet about it. He was like, you know, it ends with basically like a performance, like a drag performance, and like at the end of it, like he basically has like he says a whole acknowledgements page, basically, where he just thanks all of like his inspirations in terms of like black queer people, basically, right? And one of them that he said is the lead singer of my favorite band. So yeah. Oh man, the guy who sang about chocolate and Jordan and stuff. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, basically. Man, dude, I don't know. I did not expect to see the lead singer of Block Party on there. I did not expect that at all. But it's cool. Great. It must mean that author like listens to the band or like has heard of him, right? Yeah. I don't know. It's also, yeah, it's an interesting thing, yeah, because when did I learn that like Kelly was gay? I don't know. At some point in time. I think I remember hearing at some point like a few years ago that the song like "This Modern Love" was about a gay couple, maybe, or like I don't know. I mean, I don't. That's totally conjecture. That's not confirmed. But yeah, the song where it's more confirmed is the song on a weekend in the city. I still remember, basically, right? Where, you know, I think, but there's also, like, officially there's been, like, like, when Block Party first debuted, I feel like there like, between, like '05 to, like, '07, there were, you know, there were some, like, magazines questioning, his sexuality specifically, so, yeah. And, yeah, I mean, I feel like it has become, like, you know, clear. I think I read something that he officially, like, it was, like, he officially, like, came out in, like, 2010 when he put out his first solo album, The Boxer. There's some interesting songs there. Everything You Wanted's a good song. I think Tenderoni is a good song, even though it has, like, a really corny ass name. Oh, man. Anyways, yeah. Is that all I wanted to talk about in regards of that before I get into being upset that the Lakers and Warriors are in a playoff series? Oh, man. I don't know, man. Oh, God. Anyways, it's just, for me, it's just about whoever meets the Nuggets. And if I'm going to check, I started recording this after the third quarter of Nuggets Suns game 3. So let's see how that's going. The Suns are up 105-98 on the Nuggets. Okay. Still, there's still some time. But yeah, the game before that, there was a good result. I'm not gonna overly tweet, okay, or say anything, because I'm still not secured, okay? Like, please, oh man, I need that one result in the Eastern Conference, and then I'm fine, okay? I need that one result, and then I'm fine. In the West, I would like the Suns, at first, with the Suns and Nuggets, I was like, I would be cool if the Suns won it, you know, but I think, like, I'm just looking ahead too much, and I'm like, in all actuality, which team has a better chance of taking down the Warriors, right? Because I believe it's going to be the Warriors, right, who make it past the second round. So I'm like, who has a better chance? And I'm like, the Nuggets, you know? The Nuggets went up 2-0, basically, right? Yeah. You know, even if the Suns win the game, it'll be 2-1. Chris Paul got injured, you know? I guess I'm doing my, like, playoff video here. Because I guess I'm not gonna do a conference semifinals video. Maybe I'll do a conference finals video in like a couple weeks, but yeah, basically I'm just basically like, the Nuggets have a better chance against the Warriors, so yeah. That's basically my thinking. Oh man. Oh man, anything else that happened? Anything else? Yeah, so are there any other series I need to talk about? Yeah, obviously talked about the Bucks and the Heat. The Heat and the Knicks, I mean, like, I don't know. My thinking on that series is that I feel like, you know, what Jimmy Butler did against the Bucks was, like, tremendous, but, like, I feel like there has to be, like, a limit to this, right? I mean, obviously, like, taking down the Knicks from the Bucks, you know, it is a step down, but, like, I don't know, man. Yeah, Jimmy's ankle got injured a little bit. He rolled his ankle in game 2? No, game 1. Right? Yeah, in game 1 of the Heat-Knicks series. And it's like, I don't know, man. I really feel like the Knicks would win this series, you know? I feel like the Knicks are going to win. But, yeah, I mean, the Heat can definitely, like, win against the Knicks. But, I don't know. It's just hard for me to see that, man. It really is. So, talked about that other series. Boston's pretty good. Pretty good team. I like the Celtics. Yeah. That's basically my thoughts on the series. And, like, Lakers Warriors, I mean, oh man, I don't know. That's basically it. I don't know. Yeah, too bad I can't talk about hockey, man. Yeah, what's going on in another thing I like? I mean, apparently this Tyson Fury, Usyk, and AJ Wilder doubleheader in Saudi Arabia on the same night is like there's progress on it, but I mean, come on, man. I don't know. I'll believe it when it actually happens, basically, is the thing. I'll believe it when it actually happens. Oh, man. There's a fight I saw that was happening. Yeah, Danny Garcia versus Erislandy Lara. Yeah, I don't know. Well, look at me just trying to pretend as if, like, I'm just saying names of fights and fighters, and I'm like, I know all of this stuff, right? It's not like I totally haven't watched, you know, have watched, like, what, 2, 3 total fights since, like, 2019. It's like, yeah, I know, okay? I'm sorry, man. But I have done better this year, though. I don't know. 2023 has been better for me in terms of getting to know this stuff, in terms of, yeah, getting to know this stuff than 2022. So, yeah. Yeah. The Zone YouTube channel posts some good stuff related to it. So, like, old fights and, like, highlights where it's like I have to, like, you know, I don't know. I don't think I'm gonna pay for freaking a DAZN subscription to keep up my interest. That's just dumb. Very dumb idea. Oh, man. So anyways, anything else? Maybe I'll just make this a short episode. I feel like that was all I wanted to talk about. Yeah, what did I read after The Black Flamingo? Oh, well, you know, I know the answer. Oh, man, there was this book called The Great Wall of Lucy Wu, and yeah, it's just a nice, simple middle grade book, you know, about a Chinese American girl who really likes basketball, and, like, you know, she thinks she's gonna have, like, a really good year playing on the basketball team, but, like, you know, her grandmother's sister suddenly moves in, and, like, which prevents her from getting her own room. And then, yeah, like, from her perspective, like, her year is ruined, but, like, obviously, like, it turns out there's more, like, of a bright spot with that than expected, basically. One thing interesting that I learned from that book is that there's some interesting Chinese expressions, you know. There was one Chinese expression called, like, you want to sleep in the east or eat in the west, right? Oh, man, I don't know. Should I explain it? Oh, God, I need to get the book to explain it, but it is basically like, there's like one, yeah, it's basically the Chinese version of have your cake and eat it too. And, like, just swap, yeah. If anyone knows the actual meaning of this, you know, I think I might have just gotten wrong, like, the order of the things right now. So either swap east for west or west for east, or, you know, like, but, like, the meaning behind it, I guess, the story behind it is that there's, like, you know, that there was one woman who had the choice of, like, marrying 2 men from 2 different parts of the country, I guess. And, like, one of them was in the west. Yeah, I already forgot. One of them was in the west, and they were poor but handsome. The other was in the east, but they were rich but ugly. And it's like, you want both, right? Like, okay, you want to eat with the rich but poor. You want to eat with the rich but ugly guy, right? But you want to sleep with the poor but handsome guy. You want both, man. You want the east, you want the west. That's me, man. That is really me. I want to eat in the west. I want to sleep in the east. Sleep in the east and eat in the west, man. I don't know about the north or south, but, you know, those are the 2 I want. Oh, man. Is it too much to ask just for, like, me to have, like, the correct result on, like, 3 of the 4 series going on right now? Is it too much to ask for me to have what I want, man? There's a good likelihood of it happening, so yeah. Anyways, anything else before I just turn it over? 20 minutes in. Oh, man. Do I want to just expand on my thoughts on failure? What have I failed to do recently? What have I failed to do recently that, you know, would be interesting to talk about? I don't know. I haven't really failed in making these consistently. I mean, you know, I've done basically my best this year so far. Yeah. Anyways. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I haven't, yeah, I guess, like, I don't know, everything I've said in that last episode, it's still, I'd assume, I don't think I said anything totally wrong. I don't think I have any major corrections to make, so, yeah. Yeah, it is also a thing that, the Bucks coach, Bud Budenholzer, got fired. Just, sad. Really, yeah, it's a whole thing. Yeah, on our NBA, it was posted that, like, the only 4 coaches who have been around, yeah, or that are remaining from, 20, yeah, the 4 head coaching spots in, like, the last decade that haven't changed are Eric Spoelstra, Greg Popovich, Michael Malone, and, yeah, someone else. Yeah, those are like 3 of the 4. Yeah, Steve Kerr. Steve Kerr's the last one. Yeah. And it's like that's the thing, like winning a championship like 2 years ago in Bud's case isn't like enough to give you job security, man. It's, yeah. Same thing with Frank Vogel, right? They won the championship in 2020. 2 years later he's gone, because the Lakers missed the playoffs. But like, yeah, I mean, in that case, it was a bit maybe because it was like, it's the Lakers, right? It's like there's championship expectations every year. But I guess it is also the case with the Bucks, right? That, like, you can't, those exits before their championship were seen as disappointing. And this exit was definitely one of those times where it was seen as disappointing. So, yeah. Yeah, I did like have like a rant. Yeah, I read that tweet that like where it said that he lost his brother in a car crash. Yeah, yeah, I feel sorry. It's that, yeah, it must be rough, man. It must be rough. But yeah, I guess that's the NBA. Anything else I'm doing? Anything that I want to talk about? Anything that I want to talk about? I feel like I would just get stuff to talk about from Twitter. Yeah, I'm thinking of that. Just like getting this is just building an episode from Twitter. Maybe I should do that, man. Anything else? And really? I really haven't been doing much. It really is a thing that, like, the playoffs just consume me. I mean, I don't know. Oh, man. Yeah. Yeah, basically. So much of this is just me thinking of like what if I have anything to talk about, man. That's how you can tell that I have nothing to talk about. Oh man. Anything I want to do in the future in terms of this channel? Play more games, but yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I keep on thinking about like this disc, like, I don't know. I would like to try to keep this on this series on this version of Minecraft for as long as possible, but I don't know. There might be a time where this disc just stops working, I think my first backup plan is to move this to the PS4, because I do have a PS4. And there are like more available copies I've checked on eBay of the PS4 edition, which I would assume would be similar to this edition. So yeah, I guess that would be one. Maybe another option would be I don't know. I really do not want to use that, like, whatever that version is on like Xbox now. Oh man, it sucks. It sucks that the Series S doesn't have a disc drive. But I don't even know, like, if I had a Series X, right? If I insert this disc into there, that, like, it would work. I don't know. I really have no idea. So, anyways, the Twitter segment. Anyways, yeah. Here you go, the Twitter segment. This might be the earliest I've ever started the Twitter segment, man. Oh man, yeah. It seems the Suns are gonna win the game. 112 to 118. The Suns won this game without Chris Paul, man. Yeah. So, yeah, anything. All right, how about this? Synchronized basketball. No 3-point lines, 2 square courts. Teams play 2 games in the arena simultaneously. 30-man rosters. If a team scores on both courts within a second of each other, they get a 10-point bonus. Oh, man. Oh yeah. Anything else? Last second, the Met Gala happened. People really like judging fashion for some reason. Uh, Taylor Swift might be dating Maddie Healy of the 1975. There's a really funny freaking TikTok that I saw on Twitter, and not TikTok, where like there was a woman like coming home from work on the train, and then like it stopped, and then like a bunch of freaking Swifties came from a Taylor Swift concert, right? Oh man, it was a fun. It was good. Yeah, those are things that I missed. Joel Embiid, yeah, got his MVP trophy in Philly today. And there's an image of him accidentally stomping on Grant Williams' head. It was an accident, but like, damn. They kicking Draymond out the NBA if he did this. Someone tweeted over a picture of it. Taylor Swift has tweeted, "It fills me with such pride and joy to announce that my version of Speak Now will be out July 7th, just in time for July 9th. I know you know." Yeah. I first made Speak Now completely self-written between the ages of 18 and 20. The songs that came from this time in my life were marked by their brutal honesty, unfiltered diaristic confessions, and wild wistfulness. I love this album because it tells a tale of growing up, flailing, flying, and crashing, and living to speak about it. With 6 extra songs I've sprung loose from the vault, I absolutely cannot wait to celebrate Speak Now, Taylor's version, with you on July 7th. Pre-order now at, insert link here. Wow. Oh my god, dude. Look at that. I broke the news. Can I tweet about it? Yeah. Dear John is on Speak Now, right? Isn't Dear John? Yeah, true. Oh man, dude. Let me see. Let me just tweet. The Dear John 20-minute version is gonna hit. Oh god. God dang. Oh man, I type so slow, man. What is going on with me and my type? Oh my god, dude. Come on, man. Oh wow, I'm just so bad at typing. Jaylen Brown, I ain't gonna keep commenting on the officiating. What I saw was Grant getting his head stepped on by a 300-pound individual. To see that live is crazy in real time. That was probably the craziest thing I've seen on the basketball court. Well, good thing he doesn't play for the Kings. Yeah, here's the audio of the exchange, I guess. Well, I guess it's probably not is clear, but yeah, the text of the exchange. Joel Embiid, my bad, I landed on your head. Grant, hey, it's the playoffs, brother. Yeah, Joel, y'all fell. I tried to fall. Grant Williams, I knew you were going for the ball. And then Joel, I tried to jump over. Grant, it's what we battled for, bro. Yeah, see, he was fine with it. It's fine. Date people who constantly tell you how pretty you look. All right. Zendaya and Tom Holland were at the Lakers-Warriors game, and someone quote tweeted, "If you'll..." Okay. I'm just gonna not say that. It's not that it's offensive, but I mean, I just don't think I have the, the ability to. Someone tweeted, "My friend has a date tonight. She wore high heels, a silk dress, and a long coat with a matching tiny bag. The man texted her to remind her to bring her wallet because they'll be splitting the bill." She changed into sneakers, jeans, and a sweater. I'm still laughing. I mean, I would do that. She changed into sneakers, jeans, and a sweater. She was just like, no. Oh man, oh boy. Oh man, oh god. A boxing account tweeted, "On this day in 2007, Floyd Mayweather Jr. defeated Oscar De La Hoya by split decision in 12 rounds. Yeah, to win the WBC junior middleweight title." Basically, the start of the Money Mayweather era, basically, right? Yeah, that's basically how I see it. Like, after this, he wasn't, like, Pretty Boy Floyd, Yeah, oh yeah, didn't talk about game 1 Harden. Yeah, game 1 Harden scored, game 2 scored a little less, game 3 scored a little less. Someone tweeted, "Guys, I have a girlfriend." Oh man. I'm begging retailers to stop cropping every cute shirt, even if I hadn't given birth to twins. I am 40 ahem something woman. I am 40 ahem something woman who wants to keep all that under wraps. K, please help a girl out. Someone tweeted, "Dating a coworker is so crazy. You cannot be that lonely." Quote, and then a quote tweet, "Really sick of tweets like this. Just people willingly foreclosing on the possibility of meeting a partner anywhere except the designated profit-seeking apps that our corporate overlords have given us, which don't actually work and make dating into a business transaction." Yeah. I mean, a coworker's fine. I mean, yeah. I mean, I don't know, man. Oh man, there are things where it's like, should I have an opinion on this? You know? LSU, man. After LSU won the national championship, the women's basketball NCAA championship, a couple things happened. So yeah, Alexis Morris got drafted into the WNBA, and then after that, there's this girl. I think she's pretty good. Haley Van Lith decided to enter the transfer portal and transfer to LSU. And then there's another player who decided to transfer there also from DePaul, who's like really good. People have been saying. So yeah, it is. Yeah, it is a thing. And then someone quote tweeted about it. Caitlin Clark better transfer to UConn or else she's gonna have 60 against LSU and lose by 85. Oh my god, dude! Paige and Caitlin Clark together. Who would that be like? Yeah, would it be like what? Who would be the point guard and who would be the shooting guard there? Oh my god, wouldn't that be freaking? Oh my god, dude, that would be. Oh man. Oh, the Dodgers played the Padres today. Let's see how that went. The Padres won. Yeah, look at that. The Padres won. Oh man, but also the Padres haven't been that spectacular recently. John Morant tweeted, "Who am I? Who was I?" You were a parade inside your city, yeah, but you know, some things happen, you know, it's fine. Someone tweeted, "Hot take, I'm tired of white colors equals angelic/nice characters and dark colors equals evil/mean/villainous characters, and I think it's getting boring." And then later on in the thread, "I want white/light colored characters that have malicious intent. I want blonde people who are evil. I'm tired of angelic/divines who are nice being lighter colors and evil people being darker colors like black and red or something. On characters that subvert expectations. Just absolute malicious blonde-haired women and good goth characters." Good? Yeah, they're always good goth characters. What do you mean? Yeah. Yeah, okay. Wait, why am I thinking of the main character from Twilight? I don't know. Oh, man, don't argue with me. Yes, people get tweets. I mean, I've also had a tweet that blew up, so yeah. Every time I write about a hot girl, I'm like, hers was a beauty so profound that she made the gods weep. And when I write about a hot man, I'm like, yup, there he was, the man. Everybody liked him. He had good collarbones and knees. Yeah, I read this tweet earlier and I thought like, yeah, I mean that's kind of me too, somewhat like describing, I don't know. Yeah, in terms of like craft skills, right? I said my strongest was dialogue. I also think my weakest is just general description, you know? It's I don't know. It's always just like the struggle to like know how much to describe something, right? Like how much do you need to describe something as like pretty? Like what are the ways you need to do that? Also, like maybe the opposite, like what are the ways you need to describe someone as like ugly, you know? I've never done that, to be honest. The reply to it, I have to play Build a Man based on what my friends are into every single time or else I will embarrass myself. Oh god. Someone had a punching bag kind of tweet and said, "Today on my run up through Central Park in Harlem, I saw 4 teenagers smoking weed. As I passed them, I shouted in a firm but friendly voice, 'Smells like failure,' and kept going. I said it as an act of love, honestly. I hope that at some point one of them might think about it." And then a quote tweet, "Oh buddy, you've done more than make them think about it. You've bonded them forever in a group text where one of them will share a wedding photo or promotion news and one of the others will say, 'I don't know, smells like failure,' and they'll all die laughing." Writers need a secondary creative outlet that isn't writing. This is the hill I will die on. And, you know, I got that one covered, man. I got it covered. Oh god, a quote tweet, "Which is why I'm about to go throw myself in the pit for a band whose name I can't even pronounce." What? Yeah, what name? Yeah, I do not know. Yeah, I didn't talk about music. Yeah, should I talk about that for a little bit? I've been listening to music in life. I actually have been, yeah, I've been listening to M83 recently. Yeah. I've been somewhat regularly posting charts and like, what is that zombie doing? What is this? What is this? What is going on? What is? Oh, it's like right outside. Oh, they're just burnt. Oh man. Okay, yeah, I guess I'll just take a break. I guess I will just take a break from the tweets. I've been listening to M83. They have an album that people might have heard of. Hurry Up We're Dreaming. It came out in 2011. There's this song you might know, Midnight City. It's really good. Yeah. I recently got it on CD, so yeah, that's basically what I've been listening. I've been listening to that. I've been listening to this band called Metric. I listened to their very first album, yeah, like a couple years ago. But yeah, I've been listening to their album called Fantasies. It came out in like 2009. Help I'm Alive is a good song. Gold Guns Girls, it kind of slaps, you know, a little bit. Yeah. Yeah, and also I've been listening to, if you see those charts, I've been listening to the first Tree Block Party albums, you know, fairly frequently. Man, yeah, I've been doing this thing where, like, yeah, my Scrabbles, basically, I don't know, I guess, yeah, should I reveal, what I've been doing with these Scrabbles? I have been strategically scrabbling, basically. Right? I don't know how to explain it, because there was a time early on when I had last.fm, which is like what you use to Scrabble, right? And like how I get the data for those charts, right? I use a website that like gets that data. There was a time early on where I accidentally listened to this song 35 times. I listened to the song called, was it Twisted Crystal by Gorilla Toss, 34 times, right? And my goal, I feel like ever since then, has been to make sure that song does not come up in like my top Scrabbled songs or in like top artists and top albums. So I have been strategically kind of listening to songs, right, where it's like I would have more Scrabbles where I would out Scrabble it, you know. Basically, I'm basically listening to a bunch of albums and songs in an effort to make sure that like the top 50 of like songs I've listened to doesn't include that, and like the top 50 like, yeah, it's already out of the top 50 of artists, but like I'm currently wanting to get it out of the top 100. So yeah, but I don't know, maybe I'll get into this band Gorilla Toss later on, and like it'll be, I don't know what I'll do then. But yeah, I have this chest plate. What the hell? I can't even make chainmail. Yeah, wait, what the, oh, I exchanged it. Ah, interesting. Chainmail's like worse than how do you get chainmail? How do you I don't think you can make chainmail, right? Last time I checked, no. Yeah, I don't think so. So yeah, basically that's what I've been doing. And like obviously I'm going to like all of my favorite artists, recent favorites, you know, just trying to like Scrabble, right? And like, you know, reach 35 of a bunch of songs. So Yeah, I guess if anyone has seen my charts that I've posted and like wondering why the same albums appear, that is probably the biggest reason why. It's also that I just like the albums too, right? Yes, Intimacy, Block Party's third album, really good, man. There's some really good songs. One song that, yeah, from Intimacy that maybe I'm not like that into, but I listened to it a bit recently and I'm like, huh, like this is way more interesting than I originally thought. Is this song called Zephyrus, you know? It's weird how like there are like so many Block Party songs that like are these like experiments basically, like, you know, Ratchet or like Flux or like, you know, I don't know, even just other ones, yeah, like Octopus, you know, The Love Within, I guess. Like there are just so many like different types of freaking songs that like, you know, that you know, like showcase like their true like desire to just not do one musical thing over and over and over again, right? Yeah, I don't know. Zephyrus is unique. Yeah, it like has a drum machine kind of thing on it. Like it starts with this weird kind of singing. Like I don't know, man. I don't know. But it is like a breakup song too, right? Intimacy is basically like a breakup album. It's an album about, you know, I think about it like how like it starts. It starts with this song called Aries, and like, oh man, if you listen to it, it is just the most chaotic freaking thing ever, right? Like it breaks down like almost, you know, I've thought of like Sound Alarm as like controlled chaos, but like Intimacy is very much like, yeah, uncontrolled basically. Yeah, so basically like those, yeah, like Aries, Mercury, right? Like, you know, songs that just don't have guitars on it. Yeah, like Mercury does not have any guitars on it. It's all like effects and like, yeah, it's all effects, right? And just horns, basically, right? Signs, you know, yeah, just like an amazing type of ballad, right? You know, I don't know. There's just, yeah, again, like I guess I'm just explaining why Block Party is just, you know, probably my favorite band, right? You know, of all time. Just like the amount of just like songs that they do, and like, you know, I don't know, like some of them are experiments, like Zephyrus, where I'm like I listened to it again recently and I'm like it's not my favorite song. I don't think it's the best. I don't think it's amazing or like a banger or a slapper, right? But like, I don't know, there's just so many interesting choices, right? There's like basically like a church choir. Like it has a very ominous kind of like vibe with like the backing vocals, right? I don't know, man. It's just interesting, man. I don't know how this band has managed to, you know, defy expectations, I guess, with each album, right? And like probably I feel like if you were to say a weakness, that probably is its weakness too, is that like they keep on trying to do these different things where it's like, you know, I feel like not many people would have complained if they just like kept like their core kind of like frantic, like post-punky kind of like guitar driven style, but just like, you know, just slightly tweaked it from album to album. But yeah, no, they have much more ambition than that. You know, they want to make a bunch of different types of songs, right? Like on 4, you have like Kettling and So He Begins to Lie, like next to like these like, yeah, aggressive types of songs, like next to songs like Day 4, The Healing, you know. You have like Valis, you know, like, you know, I don't know, man. There's just so many like experiments, you know, that they've done over the years, right? That like, you know, it's interesting because like their most recent album, I feel like, is the most kind of return to form ish, right? Where, yeah, I feel like there are like certain songs that kind of stray, but I don't know. There is, yeah, like their latest album, Alpha Game, seems to have like a direct true line to Silent Alarm, where I feel like, you know, I feel like there's a true line between Silent Alarm and A Weekend in the City, but like there really isn't between Silent Alarm and Intimacy, or like Silent Alarm and 4, to be honest, other than like 1 or 2 songs, basically, right? Yeah, and obviously Hymns, there is basically no true line, right? Yeah, like Foals are the same way. Yeah, another one of my favorite bands where it's like antidotes to like the Total Life Forever, antidotes to Holy Fire, antidotes to, their latest album, Life Is Yours. I mean, there's basically is no true line. Basically, another band that just keeps on wanting to do different things, right? Even when like their original kind of sound was like, a sound that could have been freaking, that could have been a thing where they wrote it true on like 3-4 different albums. But yeah, no, they're not Landfill like that, okay? Yeah. Oh man. Anyways, so yeah, that's what I've been listening to. A little mini essay on like why I love Block Party so much, man. Oh man. Any books I want to read? There's this book called there's this book I bought at Barnes and Noble for full price recently. A hardcover, yeah, full price, called "This Is Not a Personal Statement" by this author called Tracy Badua. And yeah, I just bought it because the premise seemed like really interesting, I guess. I guess I'm going to read it, so I feel like I probably shouldn't, like say much about it now. But yeah, Tracy Badua, she's a Filipino author, basically like why I want to, why I just bought that, basically on a whim. Yeah. Another thing I bought recently, I bought the manga for Nana. Yeah, I bought the first like couple volumes of manga. The Nana manga, right? Because they were in Barnes and Noble recently, and I'm like, yeah, like I was like, is that it, right? And like, I don't know, I'm not really big on like buying physical copies of manga, because there are ways to read manga, obviously, if that don't involve buying them physically. But I don't know, with that, I was just like, even if like I don't read it because I already watched the anime, and then I basically can access the manga, I would assume, in other ways. But it's still a thing where it's like, yeah, like I would like to get it, I guess it is a thing. It's like it's a collector's item. Yeah. Yeah, I guess another thing I've done. Should I go back to tweets, I guess, a little bit more? Okay, let me just go back to tweets for like a little bit and see if there's anything interesting. Yeah, this is probably going to be a pain to edit. It's fine, man. I hope. Oh, people have been noticing that I have been editing these. Hopefully a lot less weird noises, okay? I'm trying to lessen them, okay? Oh, man. Something I've realized only today is emulating books you love can help you out of writing slumps. Not plagiarizing, not copying, but trying to write a scene in their specific voice may make you less anxious about using yours, and may even lead to stretching your skills. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, obviously, there's nothing wrong with taking inspiration, right? Yeah, I understand, like, emulating, yeah. I mean, I feel like there have been times when I've wanted to, I don't know. I've said it before that, like, my voice, I feel like if there was a comparison, it would be Becky Albertalli, but I don't know. Yeah, I feel like, but even then, right, like, I feel like I have developed my own unique voice over the years. It wasn't like that before, though. Yeah, it wasn't like that when I wrote my early short stories. I don't know what my voice was then, but yeah. If there were to be like a trace of like an author I'm inspired by, it definitely would be her. Someone asked an author on Twitter whose tweets I see a lot. Serious question: what don't you like about the UK? Okay. I mean, I don't know. Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. American Dad consistently roasts us novelists. Oh God, what's this? Yeah, I can say the audio here, right? Let me see if I'm gonna laugh out loud like I did with the skip thing. Yeah.
Can I read it? Not till it's finished. I'm having trouble with the ending and middle. The beginning has been pretty elusive.
There's a similar kind of Family Guy thing. Yeah, there's a Family Guy bit where it's like there's Stewie and Brian are like sitting, and then like Stewie is like asking Brian, it's like, oh, so you're gonna write your novel, huh? You're gonna write it? You're gonna come up with a plot and characters and stuff. And then like his voice keeps on going higher and higher pitched in terms of like asking him questions about it. Oh man. Guys, how do I get out of a writing slump? And don't say take a break, because I haven't really written since last year. And then he replied, and don't suggest reading because I'm in a reading slump right now. What is the way to get out of a writing slump? I don't know. I mean, I don't know. Maybe like a thing how to get out of a writing slump. Like, is like, if you are currently writing something and like can't come up with the words, like it's okay to just like come out of a session writing only like 20 words, right? Yeah, I guess that's my thing, right? Of like, you know, as long as like it's a sentence, you know, there's some times where I like start to write and like, you know, maybe I'm like, I feel like I only have like a sentence or two in me, and then like a paragraph comes out, or like, you know, 100 to 200 words come out, you know, which to me is a significant portion, but yeah, for a lot of people isn't. I don't know. Yeah, but I guess it's like if you have absolutely like no idea like what to write, yeah, I don't know. I don't know what to like do about that. I guess I'm not in a space to give advice, even though I imagine myself being interviewed for some reason. Oh man. Yeah, there's an event that happened. Yeah, a very negative event that happened. Yeah, it's yeah, I don't know. I hate, like, it's weird how I like go back and forth between like being vague and like should I say more details about things. I don't know, man. It's, yeah, I don't know. If you're wondering why, like in these where it's like, why don't I talk about this specific thing, you know, it's some of it is because like I just feel like I just don't need to add my opinion on it. It's the same reason why I don't tweet about everything. It's like I don't feel like I can add my opinion on it and like it be useful, you know? That's basically it, you know? On the NBA, basically I feel like I can like tweet about things and even like it not being freaking useful or adding to a discussion, because I mostly tweet from a comedic perspective. But I don't know, with real issues, with real events, right? With like Twitter punching bags and antagonists and protagonists, I'm like, there's no reason, man. There was no reason for me to tweet about like the DoorDash freaking thing, right? There's no reason for me to tweet about Bean Dad, you know. I don't know. It's a whole thing, man. Oh man. That's basically it. Someone tweeted, opens doc, writes less than 300 words. Is proud always because beaches aren't formed in a day, and any progress is good progress. Yeah, see? I mean, 300 words? 300 words, man. 300 words. That's a lot. Okay, that's a lot. What year does DeAndre Ayton hit his full potential? Oh, man. Come on, man. Stop freaking doing this. The Suns won a game. It's fine, man. It's fine. DeAndre Ayton exited the arena before the Suns locker room opened to media. Oh man. Monty Williams had high praise for Jock Landale's effort. Oh no. Yeah, I mean, this DeAndre Ayton stuff with Phoenix has been brewing since last season though, right? Like, yeah, last season when the Suns got absolutely blown out and Chris Paul had a huge tree to cut the lead to 42. It's like, yeah. I don't know, man. Yeah, I don't know. It's a whole thing. I feel like the Nuggets are gonna win the series, but yeah, it's a good thing that the Suns won a game, because I don't feel like they deserve to be swept. They really don't, you know. But yeah, I feel like the Nuggets are gonna win the series. So yeah, but you know, Phoenix can absolutely win, right? I don't know. I guess it's the whole thing of just like, who do I want it for more, right? And it's like, yeah, if it all comes down to it, I feel like I want it for the Nuggets more. So, yeah, that's why, that's why I'm looking so much ahead, right? I just want my finals matchup, man. I just want my finals matchup, you know, that I've thought about for a long time to come to reality, and it's not the Warriors and the Sixers. Let me tell you that. It's not the Lakers or the Sixers either. It's not that. It is not that. Anyways, so yeah, I think okay, all right. Where are they? Where is this? I think I've like talked about enough. So yeah. Anyways, till the next episode, maybe I will talk about the book I am currently reading, because that might fill up a whole episode. Maybe I will do my blog again. Maybe, man. A lot of things could happen this year. It is still only May. Oh man, it's May, man. 1 month away from it, the year being half over. You know, the level I'm currently at in the game right now, that's the year I'm turning. That's the age I am turning, so I don't know. I have a good, like, what, 5 months before then, so yeah. Anyways, I think that will be it for this episode. Hope you enjoyed if you made it this far. Hopefully I talked about interesting things. I don't think I explained the Black Flamingo that much. But yeah, just read it. Just read it. It's very short. I read it in like 3 days. It's a really good book. So yeah. Anyways, thank you for watching and see you on the next episode.